Alright, so we're back in Crystal Cities. I have enough rum to, depending on how stupid it is, knock out 2 to 4 episodes. So we'll be doing that. Sorry, my stomach's quenching a bit at the thought. Probably had a little too much last time. Should have stopped an episode earlier. Who wants to bet I can't load the game? Is that really where I stopped off? Again, I can't really remember how it ended, so that's a hell of a thing to come back to, eh? We'll try it. Oh, good. We're back here. I'm not going to count this scene for getting drunk, because I probably had a drink before I ended, but surely I was not the only spectator, and Lynn will learn a lot this evening, spraying her juices on the sheets, but I knew this show was just for me. Yeah, didn't we cheat on her with an albino girl, almost? Great. Is this... No, I definitely saved, right? I don't know. I was drunk. Sorry if I'm repeating some stuff. I'll check the last episode and see if I ended off there. I was drunk, like I said. Not currently. As usual, Lynn was using both towels. She put one on and wrapped the other one around herself. I admired her charms that were flirtatiously visible from under the fabric and asked, flirtatiously visible under the fabric. You mean her... flirtatiously visible under the fabric? I don't know if he means he's like getting a nice show beneath the fabric, like he can, you know, see her hips or something, or it's hugging her tits clearly there, or if he's trying to say he's looking up her towel. Both are stupid. Also, aren't you supposed to have your hair up when you put a towel on your head like that, not just down? Yeah. Do we have another towel? Lynn was confused and blushed for some reason. I'm sorry, habit. I don't want to get under your skin any longer. I see. Means you did want to before. Ah, right. When we were a bigger shitheel, she would do things like take both towels. Right. Of course she gives us that one. After taking some clothes off, she handed the towel over to me. Throw it in the dryer. It'll be ready when you take a shower. While you take a shower. Why'd you give me this towel and not the one on your head? It was her turn to be surprised. Takes time for my hair to dry. Don't you like my body? Like very much. The thing is that your new makes me well blush. Here comes mumbling again. It's really hard to kill old complexes even if you admire naked beauties on a daily basis. But I got a bit used to it. I want to make the alcohol last, but it's becoming hard to justify waiting it out. I think I should have rinsed this mug, too. Tut-tut, Adam. Tut-tut indeed. Well, I get drunk enough, I'll stop caring about how there's still left, like, residue. Well, it's alcohol. It's gonna kill shit. Thanks for the towel. Are you ill? You weird psychological deviations. How can a beautiful body embarrass you? I'm not too old either. Never mind. And make him some good excuse fast. You're just turning me on. That's a good excuse, eh? Lynn flourished and smiled. Her movements became languid, seductive. I heard in the shower. What a nympho. Again, making a shit scene... I think I talked about this while I was drunk. Making a scene or scenario shitty, and then having your guy point out how shitty it is, doesn't make you less of a shithill for creating the situation, alright? If I wrote a script where I was the only man left in a world where they executed all people who thought free speech was okay, and I said, but that's a stupid idea, that wouldn't make me some big dramatic writer. That'd make me an idiot. Like you are, author. In the bathroom I saw the girl neighbor I saw yesterday. Oh, good. Her. She noticed me and my erection. She thought it was her who caused it and began fussing around. Alright, if this fussing around goes into detail, I'll just have some alcohol. I had to watch an erotic show again. The neighbor was soaping and splashing around so diligently she even came a couple times. I would probably enjoy it more if I were not so ashamed. I'm ashamed I haven't had alcohol before this. Just so you know, it's almost 1 in the afternoon, and I've had a cookie and maybe some pretzels. That's been my meal today. So, there's a bit of cracked and spiced rum for me. That's probably one part. Pop open this ginger ale. Make sure I get my blood in there, because I just shaved and I'm bleeding profusely because I'm a man-child who doesn't know how to not cut himself. In my defense, they're cheap-ass razors. Got like 2 blades on them. Oh man, he cuts himself with only 2 blades of razor? Yeah! He's also old. So, I'm also cheap and lazy, so I was using real crap razors, and it had been, like, really used and the blade had dulled, so it was already... I had to, like, scrape myself up quite a bit. It's alright for the most part. I just have one nastier than normal gash in the side of my neck. Anyways. Here we go again. Down the hatch, ladies and gentlemen. For this sentence, for this game. I hope this game's over soon. I really do. Whew. There's the warming. Whew. Okay. Not great on an empty stomach. Not gonna lie. Might have been a mistake. Based on that, I might keep the drinking to a slower ratio than normal for this atrocity of a game. At least I'm losing blood, right? That'll sober me up. That'll keep me nice and sober. Can't have as high blood alcohol content if there's not as much blood in my body, right? That's how that works. Well, at least the neighbor was satisfied. I made her day. Idiot. The towel got dry indeed. It even smelled good. Okay. Finally, I was able to wipe myself with something decent, and this made my day. Meanwhile, my wife was still naked. At breakfast, that thankfully did not include any edible genitals. Oh yeah, forgot about that. I decided to talk to my wife. Don't you have any other jobs other than feeling yourself in front of a camera? Why do you think so? I haven't seen anything else yet. Why don't you think so? I don't know. Wife laughed and dropped her spoon. Yeah, I had that coming. I guess? I don't fucking... Really? Can I back up and see what the hell they're talking about? Don't you have any other jobs other than feeling yourself in front of a camera? Why do you think so? I haven't seen anything else yet. Okay, I don't get that. What about science, art, or sport? Just have a walk around the city. He hasn't seen anything other than nudity, I guess, yet? I don't fucking know. Yeah, I have seen a stadium. I'll stop by sometime. Yeah, great. Demonstrating your body is the easiest one. It's keeping it beautiful that's hard, but neglecting yourself is indecent and even shameful. That's great when your efforts are well estimated. So it's honorable to jerk off in front of the camera. Great. How stupid. So everyone likes living in plain view. Of course, it's a wonderful society arrangement. We just kill all our old people and cart them off to some shitty little island. We almost never do anything bad as everyone can see us. I guess, maybe. It's still a terrible argument. That's why all people are good and beautiful. Right. Those, however, live popular shows. You mean who conduct popular shows? Why conduct? Live. Their lives are so much more interesting than the lives of others. Oh, good. Reality TV is still a thing. A lot of people are watching them all the time. Such actors are well known and rich. And when they do bad things... And that's when they do bad things. They may even cheat on their legitimate spouses. And then their status gets lower. Put on a towel or some shit. I'm wearing using the other one, but for God's sakes. Put on some pants. Jeez. Status gets lowered, but viewers can save them by wiring bonuses. Some actors cannot maintain balance and lose their citizenship. What? Blood? God, it keeps bleeding. That's what I get for having higher blood pressure than normal. Shut up! It's a problem I'm working on. By eating cookies and pretzels and drinking. Yep, I'm an idiot. There's no place for them in Crystal City, but how fun their life is. So many events. Emotions. Feelings. Lynn's eyes are sparkling with excitement. Shows she wants to be an actress who cheats on her husband and jerks off. Right, a scandalous actress with a busy life. Yeah, sure, fucking whatever. But she has a surrogate husband and no romance whatsoever. So cheating is still bad in this universe? It's a sin, even if the marriage is real and not a business or a preventative one. So there's just robots on the street you can bumfuck whenever you feel like, but cheating's still a sin. Does it mean we're allowed to cheat too? And got confused for some reason. Yes, it was even mentioned in the contract. Wait, what? So, cheating is bad. It's a sin if... Oh, it's a sin if the marriage is real. But if it's a business or a preventative one, then you're allowed to cheat, I guess. Yes, it was even mentioned in the contract. She looked away and gave her full concentration on chewing breakfast. Oh, she's ashamed. It means I'm not the only guilty party here. My God, what a scandalous hoe. I don't care. And I can see that. She swallowed her food and looked at me. Haven't you watched it? What have I not watched exactly? I mean, have you looked through my daily statistics, the recordings? I don't know how, and I don't want to. Have you looked through mine? No, I don't want to either. We're just across the table and squeezed her palm. You are a good person, even though you're naked at breakfast. And have your hair and towel all wrong. I swear, I'm not... My hair isn't that long, and I don't know enough women and their bathing habits to know exactly how the shower, towel, hair situation works. I know they do it. That's about it. I'm 90% positive, though, you're supposed to have your hair up while that's happening. Girl's emotions changed so quickly I did not have enough time to identify them. Shame and relief, joy and sadness. I see what she's been doing all these days. Tries to live her own interesting show, cheats on her fake husband. I took my hand away. That's alright, you're not breaking laws, and I'm not perfect either. I had a lot of questions left, but did not want to keep asking. I threw away the leftovers, and noticed I felt no regret in doing so. I have hang-ups on that, but that's because I come from a big family who, if you don't eat your food, it gets stolen from you. Ah, you've taken more than 10 minutes to eat those french fries, Adam. You must not want them. Chomp. I eat quick. That's probably why I'm fat. Fuck. Goddamn. I want to lose weight, but the problem is I keep eating cookies and pretzels and drinking. It's this game, damn it! There's a world to satisfy. There are no poor, no jobless either. In order to earn some money, it's enough to jack off in front of a camera or cheat on your wife in front of a crowd. Yay. In front of a crowd of people who are not exactly interested. What? I must go now, the professor's waiting for me. Again, why? Huh? Lynn didn't say anything back. A bench near the hospital was very comfy. Perhaps in this world they design it to sit on and not just admire. Bro, I don't know what benches you are imagining exist outside of the dungeon you never leave, but they're perfectly designed to sit on, not just be there. I didn't want to go to the professor, especially since I arrived too early. There was Lynn before my eyes. What? Oh, he's closed his eyes, I think? I don't know. Her perfect body, incredibly green eyes, a flush of shame. She almost confessed her cheating. Who am I to her? A medicine for romance. Something like a mixture of constipation. But why was she ashamed? She changed a lot since we first met. Wait, are you referring to when you fixed her computer or when you showed up with amnesia after she believed you were her husband? Because that's ambiguous. And also a sentence I just said. One that's relevant to this asshole of a game. And who is she to me? My first girlfriend? No, more of a twin of my first girlfriend, Linda. Not your girlfriend! You had pity sex with her. A wife. You had pity sex with her because she busted her laptop. Nope, no alcohol yet. None yet, none yet. Need to keep playing the game. No, it was not me who proposed to her. It was not me who wanted to live with her. She was not even prescribed to me, but the previous owner of this body. We are not connected in any way, but why do I feel so awful? I don't know. You're a shitheel? The writer's gonna make you seem sympathetic? Oh good, you again. Somebody's palm covered my hand. I glanced aside and saw Garda sitting next to me. She was not looking at me as if she just sat down to have a bit of a rest. Then why is her hand on yours? But she placed her hand on mine as if she wanted to calm me down and support me, and I felt better. Thanks. In the world of good and nice people, an android happened to be the most humane and understanding. Nothing about these people suggests they're good and nice yet. The doctor kind of laughs at you every time you're an idiot, and your wife masturbates in front of audience members who can just go out and have sex with these things. Again, stupid. I remember how we met the first time. Not the same one. Remember yesterday's ironic look. It wasn't ironic and it wasn't the same one. And this gesture right now. All of those citizen... I highly recommend... What? Like a taxi with an autopilot in which the voice of a human operator is heard not so often. Why is this world like that? Like what? Wonderful, lovely, clean, bright, relaxed, comfortable, elaborate, yet at the same time, one wants to escape from. Bright, I'll give it. Might be clean. We've really only seen a few scenes. I'll definitely give it relaxed and elaborate. I don't know about wonderful, lovely, and comfortable. Makes you to talk about how the bench was comfortable. Guard turned to me and squeezed her hand. The look in her eyes, I could read surprise, joy, and sadness, as if she felt the same way. I was glad to find a person who can understand. She's a robot! Who is she? What is she? I'm not saying artificial intelligence means you can't have feelings, but, like, you're also clearly designed for a purpose. If the world is not what you want it to be, don't look at it. What? You have no need to poke your eyes out. Just look away. What? This has been weird, alright? Like, no. How many minutes? I'm 15 minutes in. I've had one drink. Ugh, still feel it. And is it me, or it might have been when I was drunk last time I did this, but this seems weirder than the previous episodes, just in terms of the dialogue, you know? Like, for real. I'm not entirely positive. Ugh, fucking blood. I'm not entirely positive, like, we're on the same page anymore, author. This feels weird to me. Like, weirder than normal. Like, it was just stupid before, but I could follow it. It's starting to lose me in the following thing at this point. Sorry, rum and coke. No, it's dark and stormy. Yeah, I'm just gonna have a sip of the ginger ale by itself. That settles the stomach. Does it work for you? Sometimes. But maybe we should change it, this world. Yeah, you and I, just one day, decide to change the world. That's how it works. Sex bot and guy who's not from here. Garda paused, thinking. Can you be sure you will change it to the best? That's another good point. No, me neither. Fair enough. I shivered. If she's a robot or the person who can control robots, the only army in the... It must be not hard for her to change everything. As if I touched an eerie, mysterious power which no one even suspects of, why did it open for me? I hastened to change the subject while I could still avoid an explicit involvement in somebody's other secret. You know what? I've given up trying to understand what the fuck's going on in your mind, author. I'm just gonna read it and drink when you're stupid. Is it an eagle on your cockade? Cockade? I honestly don't know that word. Is it an eagle on your cockade? I assume it means brim of hat. Or, well, the brim's that part. I assume it means the top of the hat there. Eagles are long gone. Those are angels' wings. Oh, okay. It's strange that in this high-tech world someone believes in God. We don't believe. We know. Our scientists proved its existence. The angels showed up to our people not that long ago. Okay. We've taken a very sharp left turn here, author. One that requires alcohol. You proved God's existence, and angels revealed themselves, along with everything else in the world, including interdimensional vaginas and rampant sex bots. Like, what? Huh? This is a weird... This is either going to be a major part of the game, or he's just going to brush over this. Like, oh yeah, God... Fucking our elite scientists proved God exists. Like, come on. Really? I'm not going to go on a tirade on whether or not he exists, but let's be fair here. Even in our society, there's no scientists prove they exist and then angels showed up and they made sex bots, alright? That's not a thing. I don't care how crazy fanatic you are. This is stupid, okay? Unless you're this author, I guess. This is, like, God exists. Just proof. He exists. How'd they prove it? We're not going to explain. I guarantee they're not going to explain. He just does in this universe. Deal with it. That's part of the game now. Why? Why, oh why? Alcohol, help me. Ugh. Ugh. Ah, it burns. I shouldn't do this on an empty stomach. Note to self in the future. Moving on. I was stunned. Yeah, really. Here we are, God, angels. This is nonsense. Although, again, doesn't make you a better person because you're pointing out how stupid your world is. Ugh! The taste in my mouth. I came from a parallel world. Why not admit the existence of a real god that was not invented by people? What? Why not admit the existence of a real god that was not invented by people? What are you talking about? All gods, whether or not you believe in them, like, they were... Their message, I guess, of their existence was spread by people. This will lead to people assuming that they're invented by these people. I'm trying to be as middle of the road as I can. Personally, I'm an atheist. If you want to get really technical, I'm an apathist. But, like, again, I actually like organized religion. I think there's a lot of good that comes from it, despite various flaws it has. But, hey, those flaws are pointed out by every other atheist I know. I figure I might as well be a good atheist. And I think I've talked about it before on this channel as well, but, like, really now, why not admit the existence of a real god that was not invented by people? Name a god that... I'm taking exception with the word invented. For the sake of argument, I'll just use the word invented. Name a god that hasn't been invented by people. You can't, because once you name it, it's invented by you. The only one you could argue is the god that exists, because he wouldn't have been invented, but then which god are you referring to? Are you referring to the Muslim one, the Hindi ones, the Christian one, the Jewish one? I don't know. This is weird. Why did you include this? What is the god like? Touché. I do not remember. What do you mean? I do not know. No information. Let's not talk about this. A sad subject, at least for a robot. Okay, that's not dodging the question in any meaningful way. I get it, really. Actually, I don't get anything. Oh, okay. But I was not upset, but I did not want to upset this wonderful girl, robot. It was my turn to squeeze her hand reassuringly. In response, she smiled. I'm sure this will lead to sex, even though we just talked about how cheating is wrong. Like, comment, subscribe. Check out my Patreon if you want to support me. It'll buy me more alcohol. It will. Every little bit helps. See you around, ass clowns and shrewd negotiators.